So, did you see these numbers?
Yeah, these numbers from the suits at corporate say we need to get more manly. This show, more masculine? Can't be.
I didn't think so either. But unfortunately, demographics don't lie. But I wanted to talk to you.
Whoa. I have a solution. I have a special guest who's going to butch this place up a little bit. Pro wrestler, Jon Williams. Thanks for joining us, Jon.
Thank you.
Don't you feel manlier already?
Well, I do.
How you like us now?
But I, too, invited a professional wrestler, because that's the only thing to do. Trey Williams, the Washington Bullets.
Yeah, man, Jon, what's up, baby? How you been?
Now,
Always got to share the spotlight.
What are you talking about?
Gentlemen, this is not going to be awkward,
Supposed to be me on the show. You guys only have one guest. So Trey, only can be one of us.
Gentlemen, this is just unnecessary. I don't... Roll motherfucking tide!
This is Shutdown Fullback.
I'm Spencer Hall.
And I'm Jason Kirk, and we have some wrestlers.
I'm Jon Williams.
I'm Trey
leader of the
Williams.
Washington Bullets.
No, I'm Trey Williams, the leader of the Washington Bullets.
This isn't awkward at all.
Let's get right to the news.
Let's begin with This Week in Nick Saban.
Twins!
That's the official acronym.
TWINS. We don't actually have anything for that. Nick Saban got himself a contract extension.
Yes, he did. Got himself a large contract extension through the year 2020. He'll be making $6 million if he stays at Alabama the whole time.
That's more money than they have in the whole state of Alabama.
Worth every penny!
Elsewhere in college football news, Texas A&M athletic director Bill Byrne recently said that he sort of misses having Texas around as a rival.
Yes, he does. He also says that maybe other people didn't feel the rivalry quite as much as they did.
No, seriously.
Well, I mean, how could they? Mac Brown.
Yeah, man,
He's truly the billion-dollar man.
He really is. Mac Brown has all the money in Texas. All of it. And A&M, they're poor.
They don't really deserve any money, I think.
A&M is
What do you think?
They're poor? Yeah, I agree. They're totally poor.
Yeah!
Gang up! Gang up! Hook up! Gang up! Hook up! Gang up! Gang up! Hook up! Gang up! Hook up!
Roll Tide! Tennessee football gets a lot of people fired up and ready to fight, I think, right?
Yeah!
What's happening in Tennessee?
Spring practice!
Spring practice! Ooh, that's intense!
Derek Dooley has like 3 coaches left from his original staff.
Makes me want to punch somebody.
Yeah! I mean, like, people just, they're so angry about Tennessee, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, Tennessee just makes me feel sad.
They're right.
They are right. Tennessee football is sad. Every news program needs weather. I think there's a douche shower coming.
In other news, Craig James did something this week.
He called Mike Leach a bully.
Mike Leach, a bully.
Yeah, called him a bully because that's what politicians do. They say whatever the hell their twisted minds tell them to. God, that makes me so mad.
Makes me pretty mad too.
Yeah, makes me mad.
Makes me mad too.
Makes me even more mad.
No. Not as mad as it makes me.
Who cares about it? Oh my God, that's Jason Kirk's music.
Hey, here I am. It's time to talk about conference realignment. A lot of teams have shifted throughout the nation over the past couple years, and I don't really know who to hate anymore.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing, especially when you're in the SEC, entirely based on hatred at every level. So what we're going to do today is we're going to provide a bit of an illustration for those unfamiliar with how to feel.
How to hate your new rivals. Mizzou and Vandy, you can't stand each other.
In like a genteel way.
Come on, man. You got it. I'm getting candy! I'm getting candy!
So, Colorado Cal out in the old Big 12. The game no one will ever remember.
Huh?
See?
Here's one that actually should be pretty good. LSU and Texas A&M. One of you starts games, one of you finishes games. Military school, Cajun school.
Both of you are terrible at paying your taxes!
1, 2,
Nebraska and Iowa. Kind of the matchup of one state known for serial killers and agricultural despair versus serial killers and agricultural despair.
Here's one that's in the news. A classic rivalry. We're gonna hang on to it. Louisville, Kentucky. Morgan Newton, Will Stein, Charlie Strong, whoever Kentucky's football coach is.
That's a Joker Phillips.
Joker Phillips.
Yeah, it's just basketball. Whatever they do, it's basketball. When they say basketball and grass, they actually mean basketball. How are you doing? Basketball. What are you drinking? Basketball. It's Louisville and Kentucky. They don't really care.
No, man! My brother!
Ooh, and don't forget in the newly realigned Big 12, West Virginia versus Iowa State.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm stupid.
The ACC is also realigned. Here's a big rivalry coming at you. Syracuse and Clemson. That sounds awesome.
No, it doesn't.
Syracuse and Clemson.
Yelling it doesn't make it any better.
Syracuse and Clemson.
That doesn't help either.
We don't get it! We don't get it! We don't get it!
Seriously, dude, I don't get it.
How about LSU, Alabama? Not a new rivalry, but I think one that we need to revisit.
I think due to this year's circumstances and repeated circumstances, and probably would have been repeated again circumstances, we can call this a rivalry now.
Again, repeatedly, as in rematch.
1, 2, 3!
Kansas, you've lost Mizzou, your rival of decades. You're stuck with Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Kansas and Texas Tech. You're just gonna play football against each other for the next 100 years.
100 years of this.
It's over. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Welcome back. We're going to talk tonight about a very, very important neglected chapter in our nation's sporting history.
This is a college football show, but we're talking about pro wrestling. So when the two combine, you have the XFL.
XFL! What did the X stand for?
The X stood for XFL.
Nothing. The X really didn't stand for anything. What was the XFL about? Well, it turns out the Toronto Argonauts approached Vince McMahon and said, want a piece of the CFL action? Do you know what Ed McMahon said? He said, I'm going to start my own league.
And it's going to be more awesome than the NFL. It's going to have new rules, it's going to have offensive team names, and it's going to have cheerleaders in the stands and fights and stuff.
Yeah, it was cheeky, it was edgy, it was pretty much everything Monster Energy drink wanted to be. And all you need to know is this, that the name Birmingham Blast for one of the teams was so offensive that even Alabamans decided it was inappropriate.
That's when you've crossed the line. Other line you can't cross, though, when you punt. The ball can't go out of bounds without a penalty.
That's right. Scoring was low. Vegas got slaughtered on unders because nobody was scoring. And in fact, 14 parlays were hit all the time. It was disastrous for everyone involved, save for one person. And no, that wasn't Jay Barker, quarterback for the Birmingham Parents.
You already said scoring was low. The XFL's winner was Tommy Maddox, who earned a multi-year NFL contract off his performance in the XFL.
And then promptly forfeited his job to Ben Roethlisberger. Well played, Mr. Maddox.
That's a pro wrestler, so full circle.
So, I got this for my son. It's a new blue Buzz Lightyear chair.
He loves Buzz Lightyear.
I know, it's like his total favorite. He's gonna love it when I get home.
Yeah, he ain't. Give me back my son! Blue Buzz Lightyear chair.
Hey!
Dump it! 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 Dump it!
Let's try this again. The top 25 college football coaches as pro wrestlers and their pro wrestling counterparts.
Easy. Start with number 25, Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan's obviously Andre the Giant, mostly because we think he can drink 300 beers.
Ed Orgeron is the Iron Sheik, because one way or another he's going to take his shirt off and make you a man.
Barry Switzer is Jim Duggan. He's just going to block tackle, he's just going to get after the ball, and he's just going to hit you with that big old wishbone he's got.
Steve Spurrier is Gorgeous George. They're both old, and they're both gorgeous.
Bill Belichick, he's Arn Anderson. Kind of old, don't really know why he wins, but a genius.
Gene Chizik is Randy Orton, because nobody likes him and he's very famous.
Bo Pelini, obviously Chris Benoit. And anything we say after this would just be distasteful.
Charlie Strong is Ron Simmons, and that's not a black joke. He really is Ron Simmons.
No, he's Ron Simmons, yeah. Steve Adazio, Goldberg, just got one move. Also bald.
Tommy Tuberville is Sting, descending from the rafters and stealing a win for no good reason.
Just comes down out of nowhere. Wah! Yeah, and then kind of disappears off the scene for a couple of years at a time. George the Animal Steel. It's just so obviously Brady Hoke, mostly because I could see him eating a turnbuckle.
Pete Carroll is The Rock. Great on the mic, charismatic. Has to take a trip out to Flea Hollywood every now and then.
Lane Kiffin is John Cena. And here's where we have a problem. Because we all know John Cena's really good. We all know Lane Kiffin's really good. And it kills us to admit it.
Mark Richt is obviously Shawn Michaels. Christians who know how to use guns.
Paul Johnson, Matt Classic, as our friends from Friends of the Program pointed out. Pretty much the guy who uses every single move from the 1950s wrestling canon.
Woody Hayes is New Jack. Step in the ring with him and you may die.
It's true, he tried to kill people, just like New Jack. Will Muschamp is Will Muschamp. Be the same.
Dennis Franchone is Owen Hart. They were both last spotted in Texas somewhere.
Dana Holgerson. I think he's pretty clearly Stone Cold Steve Austin with the beer and the Red Bull.
Ron Zook is the ultimate warrior, sprinting to the ring, getting there totally winded.
And then losing. Les Miles is Dusty Rhodes. Hard times, inspiration, big barrel chest, Louisiana, what?
Mac Brown is Triple H, making all the money, kind of in charge, kind of still competing, shows up once a year.
Yeah, it's kind of weird being Triple H. Or Mac Brown, same thing. Lou Holtz is Ric Flair. He is. He
Visit
is.
SBNation.com for the top 25 reasons why.
Exclusive.
Number 2, Bobby Bowden is Jerry the King Lawler. Catchphrases: old, kinda cheats, still lovable.
And finally, the most pro wrestling coach of all at number 1.
No. We've been fighting over this little basement all day. Ain't no overtime going on. We the Bullets, the best tag team in the world. We came to fight for championship. Where my belt? That's right. We're championship material, and we're not leaving until we get some belts.
It's David Lear. Everybody, just
give him your belts.
Give him
Everybody in. Break, take your belt off.
Give me
that. Take them off. Give me that belt. Give me that belt. You too, little girl.
If you don't need
Give me your belt, man.
Take the belt.
Free hat.
Take a belt. Here,
Get out of here.
One more. Yeah, take another one. There you go.
Yeah! Best in the world! We came, we saw, we conquered the best tag team in the world. Best in the world, world champions. Watch the Bullets, baby. Whoa, yeah, watch this, all these belts. Look at these belts. What you gonna do? I'm gonna whoop them out. And we got the bacon belt too. Ooh, what a ham and cheese, man. Look at that. Next time.